H.J. Hale. Oliver's Choice. In a picturesque English town called Chester, with red brick houses and green lawns, lived a 9-year-old boy named Oliver. Every day after school, the moment Oliver looked forward to most was walking past the toy shop in the town center, its windows glowing with warm light. It was called Toy Fortress. Recently, his eyes were always drawn to one particular toy in the display window. It was the legendary Galaxy Warrior Commander, clutching a glowing plasma sword. The figure looked brave and mysterious. The price tag was clearly marked, 80英镑. I must have him, Oliver decided quietly. When he got home, Oliver found a clean, empty crisps tin. He stuck a piece of paper on it and wrote 4 big words with a black marker, Warrior Fund. This became his very first money jar. Each week, Oliver carefully dropped his pocket money into the tin, coin by coin. British coins ranged from 1 penny to 2 pounds, and every cheerful clink made him feel one step closer to his dream. But it didn't take long for him to realize something. 80 pounds was no small amount. At this rate, I might have to wait until the king's birthday to buy the warrior, Oliver thought, frowning. So he decided to start his own money-making mission. First came household chores. He made a deal with Mom and Dad, washing the dishes, folding clean tea towels, and polishing Dad's beloved car until it shone. Each task came with a clearly agreed fee. Next, he held a small jumble sale in the back garden one weekend. He sorted through old toys and second-hand books from the attic, laid them out neatly on an old blanket, and to his surprise, earned several banknotes in just one morning. Finally, Oliver became the most sensible shopper in the family. He used to buy a bag of sweets every day from the corner newsagent after school. Now, he buys one every 2 days and puts the saved money straight into the Warrior Fund. The tin grew heavier day by day, and the bright sound of coins became Oliver's favorite music. At last, on a cool but sunny Saturday morning, Oliver placed the heavy tin on the kitchen floor and carefully counted the money inside. 78, 79, 80. He paused, then counted again, 80. 1 pound and 5 pence. Oliver jumped with joy. Hugging the Warrior Fund, he pulled on his coat and hurried towards Victoria Street. Toy Fortress was just ahead. But when he was only 2 streets away from the shop, Oliver suddenly slowed his steps. Outside a flower shop, he saw a small shape curled up and trembling. It was a stray dog. Its fur was dirty and tangled weakly. It lifts its head and looks at the people passing by with tired eyes. Oliver's heart gave a sudden tug. He remembered the motto of the Galaxy Warrior Commander. True strength lies in protecting the weak. You must be very hungry, Oliver whispered. He looked down at the tin in his arms, then back at the shivering puppy. 80 pounds would buy the toy he had dreamed of for so long. But he also knew that the same money could bring food, safety, and hope to the small life in front of him. Oliver took a deep breath. Then he made a choice, a difficult one, but a very clear one. He turned and ran in the opposite direction of the toy shop, towards the nearby vet's surgery. At a shop next to the clinic, he spent 10 pounds on the best dog food and a bottle of water. As the puppy lowered its head and ate hungrily, Oliver felt a warm glow in his chest. The feeling was deeper than he had ever imagined owning a toy could be. After eating, The puppy gently nudged Oliver's leg with its nose, as if to say thank you. Instead of taking the dog home, Oliver followed what the adults had taught him. He carried the puppy into the animal hospital and asked the professionals for help. Beep the scanner made a clear sound. "Good news, little hero," the vet said with a smile. "This pup has a microchip. We found the owner." The dog's name was Buster. It turned out that Buster had run away by accident while his owner was on holiday in the Lake District. Before long, a kind, white-haired grandmother arrived at the clinic in a hurry. Her name was Margaret. When Buster leapt into her arms, Margaret couldn't hold back her tears. "Thank you, Oliver," she said, holding his hands tightly. "You are a true little hero." She insisted on giving Oliver some tea money as a reward. Oliver shook his head and smiled brightly. "No thank you," he said. "I didn't buy the Galaxy Warrior, but I did something I'm much more proud of." On the way home, Oliver's hands were empty, but his heart felt full and bright. He placed the crisps tin back on his desk, peeled off the old label, and wrote a new name, Big Dreams Fund. He knew that no matter what he saved for in the future, he would never forget this day. Because a true hero is not someone who owns the most toys, but someone who is willing to use the money they have earned through their own effort to protect others.